you are new to my live, come in, ask your questions. We're going to talk about how to go live, how to build community, how to grow and learn and earn. So let me know if you have questions. Feel free to give me a like, give me that thumbs up. Also, click the subscriber button below as well as the bell so we can get started with going live with confidence and ease. It's starting to storm again, so we're going to cross our fingers. There is no outage today. So we'll see how this goes. As soon as I start my live, the storm's gonna come rolling in. So we'll see what happens, you all. Hopefully, it's not an outage that we had yesterday. We had a whole outage, you all, power outage and all. It was a whole thing. Is that you, pal? She didn't came in already. What? Oh my gosh. I was like, wait a minute. Hi, friend. How are you? Welcome, welcome. You got me on that one. I was like, she is not here already. And the ad is running, so I don't even see myself yet. Um, I just heard the lightning, the thunder roar. It was rumbling in the sky. So we got another storm that's gonna come through. We're gonna see. It took my power out yesterday. Our whole community went dark. Probably like almost like a 5 to 10 mile radius. And it went dark. So we did not have power. You said it's awful here. Oh, the weather. Yeah, I don't know if you can hear the thunder, but it just did it again. Um, and so it took my power out. So I was actually on the fence about if it was gonna be back up and running in time to do the live with Coach Rhonda, 'cause I did exactly 90 minutes. It was exactly 90 minutes when it stopped the first time around. Yeah, the old thunderstorms, that's what you guys have going on. And so, yeah, he said, "Oh, yeah." So it came on within like 30 minutes before. I think it's like maybe 40 minutes. It was like 6:50 or so. That's when it come back on. Glad it worked. Yeah, it worked perfectly. That's a good one. I need to take some content, make some content from that. That is my goal. I should have been doing it now, but I got sidetracked. I went into somebody's live and I got sidetracked. I think that's my issue. I keep allowing myself to get sidetracked when I should be really leveraging those moments I have to myself, and I have like a solid, 30, 45 minutes. I could do some content. I could do multiple pieces of content. And the girl gets easily distracted. Yeah, same. Same. And it's not like I don't have the time. That's the problem. I wish I could say, "Oh, I don't have enough time. I don't have enough." I actually do have moments or several moments that I could do it. I had a meeting today, so that, obviously that was just some time taken. Hello, Toya. How you doing, friend? Hey, friend. Hey. Thank you for giving a thumbs up too. Appreciate you, friend. And so I just need to build it in. So I could have been easily going to the video yesterday because we co-host. So I have the content too. So I could easily go there and do a couple clips from the talk like I did with Elle. I put her on my page. I could do the same thing with Coach Rhonda. I should. I need to make that content. I fell on just set off my some car alarms. Wow. Yeah. So I'm gonna go live. I'm gonna see if I get an hour in before it shut me down. Let me see if I can get an hour, quick hour in before I get shut down with the thunder. And then that will make me have to do content. That would be it. Because I don't want to lose that opportunity and momentum to post Coach Rhonda. I need to I need to do that. That'll be good. That'll be good for her and I. So I can use that and she can use it too in terms of just having that content out there. Um, so yeah, we'll see. All right, friends. Thank you so much, everybody who's here. Thank you. Feel free to give me a thumbs up to like the live. Also, click the subscriber button as well as that bell to get notifications of when I go live and post content. I'm a little slightly off centered just because I noticed when my phone was directly under like this Wi-Fi with the microphone, my tablet, I felt like it glitched a little bit more. So I decided to slide it over. So we'll see if that means anything. But I don't know if it's TikTok. I don't know if it's me. I don't know if it's my phone. I'm not sure what it is, but it is. I have to charge my phone too because it's like at 35%. So that's going to probably be a problem too. But anyway, I noticed earlier that you changed your phone location. My phone that explains. Yeah, that's me. Because remember, you told me to put the microphone back on. I was like, okay, I'm gonna listen to Pals and use the microphone. And so, "Hey, friend, how you doing?" So I'm using a microphone, but it did then I realized it felt like it was glitching a little bit more. And I don't know if that's in my head. I don't know if it's the phone. I don't know if it's TikTok. I'm not sure. Coach Rhonda also says that when her phone is too close to the computer, she glitches. I think there's something about the Wi-Fi's, and I looked it up, and they said that is a thing. So it is a thing, and I'm using the microphone, which is wireless, my tablet, my computer, all that is right here, all of it. So in my mind, I'm like, that could be part of my issues. There's too much going on in this space. I got the Wi-Fi extender right here, but I don't know. My husband just upgraded our Wi-Fi also. And so now I'm left to think, how can I launch my income today? Well, listen, we'll talk about going live as a way to start building community. And then ideally, you have an offer and you can make that part of what you do. You said it looks good. What looks good? The off centeredness? The way I'm kinda off a little bit? You think that looks good? Let me know what you meant by that. I upgraded my chair. You saw that? I thought you saw my chair. I was trying to get that shadow to not be so prominent, so because it's the chair, so I did a the quality of the image. Okay, okay, that's good. Okay, in terms of the off-centeredness of me, because 'cause I'm talking right now, obviously, to the camera, but, but when I'm not, I'm on TikTok, so I wonder if that is helpful because 'cause I'm not doing eye contact. You said you upgraded your Wi-Fi. Oh, yes. Yes, I did. Can I ask you no. You see this wedding ring? That's the question. But no, ask questions about going live. That's what we're talking about. So we're gonna go over to the TikTok streets. Let me get my screen set up. Thank you, friend. Genes, genetics, my parents. All right, friend. Thank you so much. Good genes. Let's get this going. Gotta set up my screen real quick. I know I was in somebody's live today. I won't even say it here. I, that's gonna be another conversation. That's for another day. Our new friends, they TikTok was definitely TikToking them. So TikTok was TikToking today. Anyway, um, thank you so much. He said, I think you are experienced. I am very knowledgeable. Appreciate it, friend. Thank you, Val. Like, what in the world? All right, let me get going live. Let me set up my screen. Thank you all for being here. I appreciate you guys. Feel free to like the live. Go ahead and give me a thumbs up in the corner. That person think this is a day. I know. Yeah, Mr. Funkadelic. What's your name? Appreciate it. Because y'all are funny today. He said this they think this is dating site. What do you do on YouTube? I know. What do you do on YouTube? Do you have a channel? That you post content or go live on, let us know, friend. I'm thinking music. That's what my mind went to. I was thinking music, but let me know if it's something else. Do you do a music channel? Let me know if you do that. Those who are here, welcome to the room. Appreciate you all joining. So I do co-stream. So I'm gonna go over to TikTok. That's what I do every day, twice a day, and we talk about TikTok live streaming. Last couple of days we've been talking about some motivational stuff. This morning I talked a little bit more about how to earn. So we talked about digital products. I was going into some ways you want to get it set up and get started, and then leveraging Service Plus as a resource. Um, as well as just making sure you're thinking about your target audience and the offer that you're creating for them that's going to solve their problems. And so we talked about that, and then we kind of went into a little bit of mindset and just preparing yourself for this. And then I talked a little bit about YouTube also. So we went into a YouTube conversation. So let me know if there's questions. Her name is the same over on TikTok. Thank you so much. Yep, it is Launch Your Income. So same name, and then I do recruit for my free creator network agency. So I do recruit for that. So I'm still in my recruiting mode. I got to stay in recruiting mode. That's the mindset shift I have to make too. I know I talk about a lot of stuff, but I always have to make sure I'm recruiting too. So that's something I always have to kind of think about and say, okay, don't forget if you want to join the agency. So I'm gonna get to that point where it becomes more second nature, and I probably need to go live on the agency page a lot more. So that's my other thing. Do you have a quota as a manager for TikTok? Um, well, it's not. They want you to do on average anywhere between 10 to 20 a month. That's kind of the thinking. That you're constantly kind of growing and building that out. I'm trying my best to kind of stick to like more on the higher end, like the 2025. That would be great. Recognizing that some people are going to filter in, some people are going to drop off. And so not everybody's going to do it. So they really do want you to kind of actively be out there. In a perfect world, we got referrals coming in, we got other stuff happening. So I do need to do that. I mean, I was averaging probably some months, I was probably as little as like four. So it was like real bad. So when I think about it, I was like, okay, girl, you got to pick up your pace. Um, and that was just me just doing soft. That doesn't seem bad for your viewers. It doesn't. It doesn't. And so I think it's realistic. Oh, he said, "Oh." Yeah, I was really not doing it as much as I should. So this month was actually a good month for recruiting. We're not done with the month. I think we're right at 22, 22. So not a bad month. We'll see. I probably will shift people to next month. So anybody new, because we're almost at the end of the month, I can kind of make that part of my quota for next month. So I can average about 20 a month. That'll probably be where I'm at, 20 to 25 a month. So something like that. So I can make sure I'm always kind of building up for the next month too. So we'll see. We'll see how this goes. But some months, sometimes TikTok is TikToking me, and hey, some days are better than the others, but we'll see. I'm gonna try my best to keep at it, and then just try to do more incentivizing other referrals, and see if that kind of helps with getting more referrals in as well. People got to go live too. I mean, that's the downside of it too, because once you bring them in, they gotta still understand the business. It's not just the numbers, but it is about them actually growing as a live host. So I think I want to pour into that part of it too. So it's a balance. All right, friends. Thank you so much. You said right. Yeah. So we'll get it going. I don't let it stress me too much, but I going to the training last week and being in person and being around people. I mean, I met with someone, I'm saying this all on YouTube, not on TikTok. I met with somebody who has an agency that has 20,000 people. Like it's like that in these streets. There's millions of people on TikTok. So there's millions in the US. And so what's the number they quote? Like 175 million? Wow. Yeah. So 20K is nothing. And there's other agencies that are way beyond that. Um so long story short, and that wasn't even a agency that had been out for like an extended period. They had been out for maybe 3, 4 years, I think. And then there's agencies that are 8 years deep into it. And so yeah. So there's a lot of growth opportunity. There's a lot that can be done. So, being small, I'm growing. That's the way I look at this. Hey y'all, when I say this is all about growth, and the more you do it, the more you stick to it, the more you learn, you pick up different things, it's gonna grow. And it's gonna be to the point where I'm gonna be going back and looking at this video and saying, remember when I was talking on YouTube and saying how small we were and we're growing? And now look at us. So, you know, so it's part of a process. And I get it. And I just want to make sure I do right by people, but also make sure I build and invest the time to make this grow too. And so that's gonna be the balance I have to strike. But I gotta do the work. So that's the thing. I gotta do the recruiting. So anyway, um he said goals. All right, friend. Thank you so much. We're gonna go live on TikTok. TikTok live, live streaming, live streaming tips. Come in, ask your questions. We are live. We are live on TikTok. If you are new, afraid, scared, come on in, ask your questions. We are going live. Hey, pals, thank you so much for coming over. I need to talk to Halleck. Halleck has to renew. So if you see her before I do, tell her to check her inbox. Um, Welcome to the room, friends. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. I just made me think of that. I gotta check on her too. Those who are coming in are already in the room. Hey, friend, how you doing? Rosa Ray, welcome to the room, friend. Tina, thank you for joining. Appreciate you all coming through the live. We are live right now as we speak. So come in, ask your questions. We're gonna get started. I appreciate you all coming and going into the room, coming and staying. Not going, staying. Appreciate you all being here. We're gonna get started in just a few minutes. She's been MIA for most of us. I know. Our girl's been busy. She's been busy. I know the summer months is hard when you're traveling and trying to get all things in. Design Create. How are you, my friend? Welcome to the room. Others coming in. Appreciate you joining. We're gonna get started. Let me know if you guys have any questions. We are liking on this live. So if you are coming into the room, feel free to like on this live. I appreciate you guys. We want to get it to the point where we have at least 10K likes in 10 minutes. Those first 10 minutes, that's really important to kind of get the room warmed up. Let me know if you guys have questions. I'm going to talk about going live. I usually spend time in the beginning, and I tell everyone to do this. Spend some time warming up your room. All right. I know we want to jump right into our conversation and get things going, but if you could spend a little time letting people know who you are and what your live is about, and then doing some small talk, getting to know your audience, that's going to be really key. Hey friend, thank you for grabbing that daily heart me. How's it going for you? Appreciate you being here. Thank you so much for supporting. Um, you said, Wimpin. Well, hey, friend, thank you so much for joining. Appreciate you. Doc, I hit 1K mini goal today. What? You know what? I love celebrating when people have those wins. That to me is so important. I need to make that more of, a talking point. Those wins that you set for yourself and you achieve it, it makes it all worth it. So when people say, "Hey, I'm about to hit 5K. Hey, I'm about to hit 10K. Hey, I'm about to hit 1K. I'm about to hit my first, my first TikTok shop. I got into that." And so all that thing, my first sale, your tips transform my life, I swear. You're so sweet. I appreciate you, friend. Thank you for sharing that. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. That makes me feel so good. That helps me stay here, y'all. It helps me keep showing up. Lady Wright, welcome to the room, friend. Thank you so much, Kim. I saw you coming in. Thank you so much for being here as well. Those who are joining, if you are new to my room, say new in the chat. The Cozy Reset. How are you, my friend? Teresa, what is it? Wondering Lady. Keith, welcome to the room. And we got user with all the numbers. Welcome as well, friends. Thank you all for joining. How you doing? New. Well, welcome. How are you? Tell me more. Let me see what your bio says. Lady from Henley. Where's that at? Um, I'm a live host living my life now. Now my kids have gone, love going wandering out and about. And I'm also a Vinted Pro. Oh, Vinted is one of the reselling sites, isn't it? Let me know what's Vinted. I've heard of Vinted. I think Luna's talked about Vinted. Thank you so much. Hey friend. Hello. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you all coming through the live. Um, let me know if there's questions. We got 11 friends in the room. Hopefully, I can stay live. Oh, you said it. I'm telling Luna. What'd I say? What? Because I said the word I wasn't supposed to? I shouldn't have said it. TikTok be nice. TikTok's like, you said it. um, oh, in the UK. Well, welcome. Okay. Okay, I'm not supposed to say that? Is that because you said I'm kidding. Well, I know she spells a lot. Luna's very cautious because she had her incident with TikTok. She had a little run-in. New viewer, hey, thank you for a new viewer coming in. Appreciate you all coming and joining the live. She's had a run-in with TikTok, so she's very cautious about what she says and don't say on the live. Um, Thank you all for being here. I appreciate the new viewers joining me too. So I appreciate you all. Let me know if you're new in the room. Put it in the chat. Henley of is it Thames? Is that what it is? Thames of the UK. I remember I'm not gonna say it. I think I went there before. I think. Don't quote me on that. Hey there. Yes. How you doing, Gigi? Yes. Okay. Appreciate it. Welcome to the room. I appreciate you joining. Moonflower, our knitter. Let me be very clear. She is not that other type of fiber art designer. She's a knitter. Okay. They do the rowing thing. Yes. Okay, I love it. The River Thames. I think that's it. Thank you so much, everybody. Welcome to the room, everybody. Appreciate you. I have to make sure I'm gonna check myself when I say that. I have to check myself before I say Moonflower and what she does on this app. She is a knitter. All right. Swiss Mrs. Welcome to the room, Gerard. Welcome. Hey, you passed. She had her belt ready. I know. She came over to my room, was like, ma'am." I was like, "Did I say that?" Welcome to the room, everybody. I appreciate y'all being here. We're gonna talk. I was just about to say I'm gonna see how long I can be live because the thunderstorms are rolling in. We're gonna see if this live is going to act right for a long time. I'm in Orlando, Florida, and the storms are here. So we'll see what ends up happening. It shut me down yesterday. We had a whole power outage. Our power was out for a good hour. It was like an hour and 15 minutes. So I didn't know if I was going to be able to do this session with Coach Rhonda. And so, yes, so I'm happy it came back on. It came back on about 40 minutes before the live was supposed to start. Oh, we've gotten those happening now. Oh, it's been wild today. Well, Pals was saying, I guess in the New York area, she's getting some storms too. I'm here to learn to go live. Hey, Gigi, AI strategist. Well, welcome to the room, friend. What? I'm in Palm Coast, girl. Are you really? Are y'all getting storms over there? Palm Coast is Melbourne area. Is that where's that? Is that Brevard County? Let me know. Palm Coast. I'm picturing Palm Coast. I think it's Brevard County. Yet moved from Philly up to NYC. Oh, okay, got you. It came from Philly in the rain. That's it. Above Daytona is up that way. So Flagler. Okay, okay, that's the wrong direction. Gotcha. So what is that? Volusia? That's Volusia then. Um, so yes, I live in West Palm Beach. Oh, nice. I got all these Florida folks in the room. Okay. Nice, nice. So are y'all getting the storms or are we just getting it here? I think we're all getting it. I think from yesterday's lightning, it was like 1,000 lightning strikes, y'all. It was real bad yesterday. Georgia too. Hey, friend, y'all getting the storms too. Good afternoon. How you doing, Houston? How are you, friend? You said lots of storms. Yeah, I think it's all over the country. Florida from North Florida. Okay, okay. Florida here from North Florida. Look at y'all. Need a conference somewhere. We need to convene the Florida Coalition. I love it. Yes, but we moved a year ago to Lafayette, Louisiana. Now with the Cajuns. I see you. Yes. I love me some Louisiana. That's a great state. It's a great foodie state. Or foodie, yeah, state. Oh, just the whole state. Yeah, Carline was shocking today. Oh, lightning all over. Okay, near river where school is. Oh, wow. Yeah, my husband, he works in K-12. Matter of fact, I should have checked to see if he was home. I should have checked. I didn't check before I went live. I don't know if he made it home yet. Um, so usually they had to hold when the lightning and the storm start, they have to hold the car line. You're right. So he's part of that process. TikTok just gave me the flash go. Houston said, I'm good. How are you? I'm doing well, friend. Thank you for asking. Thank you all for coming in. I appreciate it. We're almost at 8K likes and or over 8K likes, almost 9K likes. TikTok gave us the wink winks and it only gave me 3. What the what? TikTok? I don't know. I don't know. Should I be nervous? Should I be nervous? 3 wink winks, that's it? I don't know what to think of that. Is it not tracking? Y'all all did it. Multiple people did it. Interesting. Is it not showing? I don't know. Maybe I'm glitching. View theme reward. What's the theme? Okay, achieved. Okay. Well, why does it say achieved? Okay, crash the contributor play. View theme reward. What does that mean? Okay. I don't know what that means. Okay, we achieved it. Thank you, friends. I was like, TikTok was, I did think it did do a little glitch there. It was weird that it was a delay. I don't know if that was on my end. Woohoo. Well, yeah, we're going to be thankful. Be thankful. I appreciate you. We're going to be thankful. TikTok was like, all right, girl. She gave me 3 this morning. I got 3 this morning too. So I was like, okay. They must not, they must not feel like they need to stress me today. They was like, "Okay, we did enough yesterday," because my 10 o'clock live was a hot mess. We saw delay too. It was weird. Really? Okay, yeah, interesting. You guys saw it too, yeah. So I don't know. TikTok is being definitely laggish. There's a lag going on with a lot of creators. I was in one of our newbies, and she was live, but she said she couldn't see anything. So I came in. I was like, "Hello, how you doing? You need help?" And she was like annoyed, because she couldn't see my comments. She was like, "I don't know what's happening here. What's going on?" I was like, "Poor baby." Poor baby. She was like, "Lord." She was frustrated, so I messaged her. I was like, "Well, you were live. We heard you. We heard all the frustration, friend." Somebody in the background was talking to her. She's like, "No, I can't deal with that right now." I saw a few live feeds being weird today. Yes, yeah. I've been seeing your live from outside for a few weeks. Really, Gigi? Gigi, you was like, "Let me just come in and just say hi to this lady." Gigi, what's the nerves about? Are you nervous to go live? What would you do in your live? You're gonna do AI tools, AI helping people create images or prompts. Let me know what topic would you want to cover. Courtney, welcome. How you doing, my friend? Thank you so much. Everyone else, thank you so much for coming in. If you are new, put new in the chat, and then we're gonna go ahead and share out the live. If you don't mind clicking that arrow in the corner, you can share the live. You can repost it. You can add it to your stories. You also can do what's called a power share. When you press down a list of people you can share the live out to, you can also send it to them as well. So thank you all for sharing out the live. I'm going to share out my own live. I have not done that. Thank you all who are coming into the room. I appreciate you guys grabbing your daily heart means. You're welcome to grab your daily heart means. We already had the flash goal. We got it achieved pretty quickly. It was the wink winks. So thank you all for coming in. Hold on one second. I'm sharing out my live. I don't know if I shared this. I felt like I did, but welcome to the room, friend. Hey, DJ. How are you, my friend? Thank you so much for coming in. TikTok says, is my phone running hot? It's a little warm. So we'll see. We'll see. I got it charging right now. I may have to take it, take the charger cord out, let it cool off, and then I'll put it back in when I need to. Um, thank you all for coming through. Thank you all. I'm gladly watched if I can learn something. All right. Appreciate you all. Let me know, Gigi, I'm trying to make sure I didn't miss your comment. Did I miss your response back? You said, well, my topic is AI responsibly and governance, which is not, you said, which is not sexy. I got you, friend. Um, you know what? I'm going to tell you to use the AI and ask it to come up with some creative ways to reach your target audience, the people you want to talk to, and maybe some questions, some interactive elements to it. Maybe it's using polls. It might be multi-guest features and having people come up and just try to make it a little bit more interesting. So see what it comes back with for ways to make your live something that people want to engage in. That's the whole thing. You want to get the questions. You want to get people to like, to share, to comment, to do all the things. And then ultimately that's how you're going to grow. So you want to figure out ways to make it a little bit more interactive. How do you set up your gift gallery box? Please, thank you. Hey, Shelly, how are you, friend? When you say gift gallery, is that feature up there? When you say this feature here, this is viewer wishes. So two different ones. Are you talking about the box here on this on the right side? Say the right or my photo. So which one, my photo or the right side? Let me know which one you meant and I'll explain it because one of them you set up, one you don't. So weird that it can detect that creeps me out. What you mean? Detect what? Tell me what you're referring to. Thank you, friend. Thank you, friend. Thanks, Phil. Appreciate it. Right box. Um, I'm good. How are you? I'm doing well, friend. Thank you so much. Yes, I do news, so people get informed. You do news. That's what you're doing in your life. Okay. Um, I would again, I think I would set it up so that people feel obviously informed, but also feel that interaction. Yeah. My intention is to intentionally and to be intentional and capabilities. What do you mean by that? Indeed. Thank you all for the stickers. I appreciate it. Thank you all for coming in. Okay. Yeah, Gigi, let me know. Like I said, put in a prompt just to have it tease out some more about your life. I would like to people understand how AI works and how we can support each other in this economy. That's good. That's good. And what questions are people looking for? So, what are some top questions your audience would ask? Maybe the keywords they're searching. So, those are the ones that you want to use those keywords for your live stream. That's great, but make sure that that's the things people are looking for. So, ask it to give you that information, and then that becomes part of your board. People obviously want to use AI to make money, you know? So maybe that's something you talk about, and you make that part of a prompt, okay? Or for your, I'm sorry, board for your live stream, and you make that a prompt in the AI. Okay. Okay. Thanks. You're welcome. This feature is called Viewer Wishes. This feature, Shelly, let me know if you're still in the room. This feature is called Viewer Wishes. Viewer wishes you can set up before you go live. Under the setup screen, it's going to be under the interact box. I'm here. Okay. So there's an interact box that you're going to click, and then you'll see viewer wishes. You can change out the gifts. Ironically, hey soda, I had to change my gift actually before I could set my viewer wishes. I had to change my gift for the last one. Ooh, there's the lightning. So hopefully it works fine. I'm gonna try to do a solid 1 hour. Okay. So we're gonna see how this goes, you all. Y'all may not get me for a super long time. I got about 45 minutes. We'll see if I can last 45 minutes before it shut me down or before it becomes too scary. One of the two. One of the two. Do you get Candace or script to beginning? What do you mean? Do I get Candace? Who is Candace? What you mean, friend? Do you have to change it every time? No. Once you set it, it'll remember the last setting, or you can use a template. Can you walk me through? Can I walk through daily? What you mean? Can I do it? Can you walk you through daily? Let me know what you meant by that, friend. Gigi. Soda, welcome to the room. So I had to change this gift out because when I went to my viewer wishes to cut it on, it was red and it said the gift that I had there previously is no longer available. And so that's what so it made me change it. Thank you all who are coming in. Hey Milla, thank you so much, friend. And so keep that in mind. You might have to change a gift if you add your own gifts. I was using a template. TikTok does have templates. I was using a template for the longest and I decided to change it up a little bit and just have the 4 gifts. Okay. Do you come to the live with a script to talk to people? Do I come to a live with a script to talk to people? I do not. I do not. However, I do tell my beginners, my people who are getting used to this, it's okay to have a script. It's okay to script out what you want to say or at least an outline of the things you want to talk about. I've been doing this for a year and a half. So I tell you guys all the time, practice makes progress. It doesn't make perfect. You'll figure out your conversations, the questions you normally get. A lot of this stuff is like rinse and repeat. You kind of say some of the stuff over and over, especially if you have a specific topic and niche you're covering. You can expand that out. And that's the beauty of AI because it'll give you some other ideas to talk about too that is aligned with your topic. So don't feel like you have to have all the answers, but you can even ask it for a script. I that's a prompt I give people. Ask it for an intro script, ask it for an outline, ask it for a list of engaging questions to ask your audience. You could do all those things. Do you come to live? So let's say I'm struggling a bit with content walking about with lives helps as struggling just sitting there. Um, a lot of people do the walking lives. Is that what you mean? Like going outside, walking and talking on their live stream? That's fine. The only thing I will tell you when you're doing those type of lives is challenging with the internet connectivity, the Wi-Fi. So sometimes people struggle in that way and the signal's not as strong, especially if you're like on your network versus a Wi-Fi. If I were you, I've had a couple live hosts where their Wi-Fi is pretty strong on the exterior of their home. So they've had some good Wi-Fi around their home, and so they're able to sit out on their porch. They're able to maybe walk in their garden because I have a couple live hosts that do gardening and one live host she does house plants, so she has a greenhouse, and so she has Wi-Fi extenders that will extend to the greenhouse. So she's been very strategic about getting enough Wi-Fi connections outdoors. And then I also have people who will do the live streams in their car, and again, they're in their driveway, so the internet is still operating pretty strong, but they're in their car doing their doing their live, and that becomes a nice place to do it. The real quick, just so that you guys know, a pro tip about the car, the audio is typically good. It's like a surround sound. So you typically get good audio and you get that good Wi-Fi signal. You're not competing with other stuff. So it's actually not a bad idea to try the car if that's something you can do. I tried to send, Treasure Box and it won't let you? About a number of viewers, but disappeared before reading it. Oh, I'm not sure. I'll try it again. Huh. The lighting is amazing. How do how do you have it? Thank you so much. Those who are coming in, appreciate you all. I actually have 2 different lights. So there's my background light, and then there's a clip-on light that's over me. So that's what you're seeing. 2 different lights. They're in my showcase. I was gonna pin my showcase right now, maybe I'll do it a little later, but it is actually if you go up here to my photo, you'll see my mini profile pop up, and you'll see my showcase there, and so that's a good way to, get the lighting, just right for your room. You you said I'm not creative at all, use the AI for everything. That's good. That is good. Would this work for small businesses? Ari, what you mean? What do you mean in terms of going live? Absolutely. Yeah, Moonflower, I'm wondering what's happening with the treasure box. I'm gonna try to deploy it myself. I'll try to send it and see what happens. I'm struggling a bit with content walking. Okay, gotcha. So I think I answered that question. Thank you all for being here. What do you use for your lights? Yeah, one's a clip on the clip on light over me. It's a clip light, and the other one is the background light. Yeah. How do you pin your showcase to your live? Hey, friend. He said, "How do you pin the showcase?" Friend Shelly, let me see how many followers you got. Okay. So Shelly, you do have a showcase. Let me make sure I understand your question because I always check because sometimes people have you gone live? Shelly, let me ask that question. Shelly, I'm thinking you haven't gone live yet, but let me know if you've gone live. Let me know if you've ever gone live. And those who are coming in, welcome to the room. I appreciate you. My son uses his rainbow lights every night. He loves it. Oh, does he? I love that. MS5, welcome to the room. 3 times, still kinda new. Okay, perfect, perfect. Um, when you with if you have TikTok Shop, you'll see the little shopping bag. There's literally a shopping bag that I see. It's right here. You guys see the smiley face in the chat box? I see a shopping bag as a live host. And so with that shopping bag, you would click it and you can add the products to it. That's what you're doing essentially. Let me do an intro real quick. I am Dr. Lisa. I am a TikTok live coach. I'm a live coach in general because I'm also co-streaming on YouTube. Hello, friends. How are you all coming in? I am also an online business strategist. I help people with going live and also setting up their business and their business structure to connect with their target audience online, essentially. I also am an owner of a creator network. All right. So it's a free program here on TikTok. So I do recruiting. So you have to be in the US or Canada to join my creator network. But I also do recruit people. I help you go live. I do these lives twice a day. We do weekly meetings over Zoom. I also, you said I'm interested in one on one. This is Service Plus. Message me. If you wanna do a consultation, message me here, click the Service Plus to message me, and then, I'll send you my link so that you can do a one-on-one session, you can book that. When it comes to the agency, if you're interested in the agency, message me the word agency. Service Plus is also this yellow box, which is why I'm not turning on my shopping cart, because this yellow box, if you click that, that's how you can, get Service Plus as well. So you can set that up, as that's one of the 5 things I normally tell people. I did that a lot in my 5 o'clock. I talked about Service Plus, but that's something you wanna set up if you have a product or service that you're offering, I'm sorry, a digital product or service. TikTok's comment, there was a comment that was filtered. Really quickly for the agency, go live twice a day. I do Zoom meetings with the agency. We have a great community of people who understand, who are growing in terms of learning how to live stream. And then I also, and they're really great people to network with. And a lot of people come to this live stream. So you definitely want to start networking and connecting with folks. Make sure before you do that, because I teach how to be a great viewer is going to help you to become an awesome live host because you're going to need to teach your viewers how to also go live. I do a 101. Thank you. Moonflower, Moonflower. Say, talk about your 101. I do a 101 where I meet with my creators to break down your analytics. So was called a performance review appointment. So we'll look at your data. We'll talk about things that are happening with your live stream. Maybe if your impressions, if you're getting pushed out, if there's some things you want to pay attention to. And then we talk about strategies to hopefully move the needle and improve. I talk about things here. We for the last couple of days we've been talking about your analytics. We've talked a lot about mindset too. So I'm probably going to go there a little bit too because I know there's people who are afraid and nervous about this, but I want you guys to feel empowered. At the end of the day, it does take time to build it and grow it, but it requires you to also show up and be consistent and be patient with yourself. Be patient with the app. You just heard me say, "Oh, I think there's some glitchy stuff going on. We'll see how this goes." That happens. And so when you're new, you just have to kind of work through those new growing pains, but it requires you just to continue to show up and be consistent, okay? Um, I have a school community for my agency where you can go over there and get resources on going live. I also have you can also network and connect with other people in the agency. And then I also have group chats here on TikTok where you can share out your lives, share out your content. I need to add my newbies to that. So be patient with me because I got to remove some people out before I add the new folks. Good evening. Hope you're doing well. I am doing well. North Compass. How are you, friend? Thank you all for being here. Let me deploy this treasure box. I'm going to see if the treasure box works for me, Moonflower. Um, I just did it. It'll open in 3 minutes. 3 minute countdown. You guys should see a treasure box up in the top corner. As a live host, you see that little treasure box? As a live host, you can see it. Yep, it's shared. Yep. 163 followers. Thank you, friend. So, what is it? MSZZZZ. Let me, you said, nope, you don't see it. It's not open yet, but you should be able to see something in the top corner. Maybe my board is covering it a little bit. It might be blending in the background. So Shelly, you want to make sure that you follow the live host, that you and others coming in, that you also follow me because TikTok says 67% of you have not followed the live host. So TikTok is tracking your engagement. So be aware of that. That just came out as a prompt to me. As live hosts, we see these little cues from TikTok. So if you haven't followed the live host, it's a perfect time to follow me. Also, if you have not grabbed your daily heart me, the heart me up here says join. You want to make sure you have coins on your account and you also join a live host to make sure that you are joining my community. And so if it says member, when you look at your profile picture, that means you have not joined. Or if it says the word join, you want to get your daily heart me. Hey, Natty Nat, welcome to the room, friend. Thank you so much, everybody coming through. Appreciate that. North Carolina, I just lost my mom. Oh, sorry to hear that, friend. So I've been taking a break, but now I'm back and taking it slow. That's fine. Take your time. Um, I've had a couple other creators that are dealing with loss right now. So definitely take your time, friend. I appreciate you being here. Thank you so much. Hey, Natty Nat. Appreciate you guys. Yeah, I don't know if you guys know, she's popped in a few times. Trisha T, she also lost her mom recently too. And her live is cooking. It's a cooking live, and her mom is the reason why she named it Lynn's Legacy Kitchen, because that's her mom's name. So she's basically coined it after her mom. So just so sorry to hear that loss, friends. How do you change your debit card from the daily for the daily heart me? How do you change it? I will be receiving a new one. Yeah, yeah, poor baby. Um, hey Marjorie, how you doing, friend? Beverly, welcome to the room. How do you change your debit card for the daily heart me? Well, when it comes to putting coins on your account, you have to put coins on your account. So you would click the gift box. Let me show you how to get to it from here. You actually will go to a website. So there's a way to get to it while you're in the live. So let me flip my camera so I can show you guys. I'll mirror my camera. I'm clicking the three dots. I'm hitting the mirror camera feature. I've gone live twice kayaking since I've been back. That's good. Awesome. Awesome. I love it. 500 minutes. Thank you so much, Marjorie. Thank you for those populars. Um, okay, so if you click the gift box, this shows up. In the corner, it's going to say recharge or how many coins you currently have. If you click that number or the word recharge, you'll see this screen. You could recharge in the app, but I'm going to tell you to go here. It says recharge on TikTok.com/coin for it to save 20%, 25%. If you click that space, it takes you to the website. And so that's where you can recharge. Now, you can use any form of payment. It's up to you. My Wi-Fi is acting up. Oh, so it would pop up. There we go. So it's popping up now. So just know you can use any form of payment to use for getting coins on the website. Okay. So no, it doesn't have to be tied to your debit card or anything like that. If you have a I don't know, if you have a prepaid card or a gift card, whatever, with like one of the Visa logos or something like that on it. So um, I found out TikTok does not like prepaid reloadable cards. Well, I think it has to have the card, the what do you call it? The Visa Mastercard logo on it. So it has to be set up that way to use for your coins. Yeah. Now you can't do that for maybe TikTok Shop or some other places. Thank you so much, North Compass. I appreciate that, friend. Thank you for that. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. Hey, friend, coming into the room. Kudos. Is that it? Faith, welcome to the room. So yeah, try it over there on the website and see what happens. I don't know. You know, I used to be honest with you guys, I have a card connected to my Apple Pay, so I use Apple Pay every time. That's how I put coins in my card on my account when I do that. Pro tip, let me say this to you all. So as you go live, you're able to receive rewards. Okay, rewards is your monetization. That's your money. TikTok pays out once a week. Right now they shift some people still have Wednesdays, but they're shifting things to Mondays. So you get paid out on Mondays. With that payout, I let the payout happen because I want that 25% discount. So I let the payout happen and then I use my money that I've received to take a percentage and put it back as coins. Okay. Instead of using the exchange button, that's a different feature. So I try to make sure I'm maximizing that way. So just a little pro tip. Do you have to go through PayPal? To receive your money, you do. So you do have to have a PayPal account to receive any money from TikTok. Yes. In the US. I think that's a US thing. Thank you. You're welcome. Do you get paid from the viewer time, from viewers, or from people gifting? Gifting. So let me explain this for my friend Shelly. So I've been teaching this for a few weeks now, just so that people kind of understand how this works. Let me ask the question. We're gonna do a poll. Who knows the answer? We'll just do a verbal poll. I won't deploy a poll. Um, how do you receive diamonds? How do you receive diamonds? My live host in the room. How do you receive diamonds? And then I'll explain what is a diamond because I know some of y'all like, what's a diamond? Gifts, gifts. Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. So thank you so much. So hey Jess, how you doing, friend? Hey, life after cancer, Jess. How you doing, friend? Thank you so much, Janet. I see you. God bless child through gifts. Okay. Thank you, friends. I see y'all answers during the live. Hey, sugar. How you doing, friend? North Compass Gifts, Shelly Gifts. So as a live host, you're collecting diamonds. All right. That's your thought. I'm receiving diamonds. When people send you a gift, you're going to receive a diamond from that. That does not mean you get all of that gift. You get a percentage. You're always getting a percentage. Let's be very clear. I say this all the time. TikTok is like the Vegas house. The house always wins, okay? All right. So, so they're going to get the most. Just know that. That's how this works. So you're collecting diamonds. Diamonds come because people sent a gift, and whatever that gift was, the coins for that gift, whatever that gift cost in coins, how much coins it was, you receive that amount in diamonds. So one rose is one coin, you get one diamond. Five roses, somebody used five coins, you get five diamonds. All right. So that's how that works. Um, Hey, friends coming in. I appreciate you. The host gets the most. Just being TikTok. Exactly. TikTok is the host. It's the house when you think about Vegas. Okay. Thank you. Hey, how you doing? Yes, it's the real Coach V. How you doing, friend? Thank you so much for being here. Others coming in. I think I saw Mago May. Thank you so much. Melissa, welcome, welcome. I see you, my friend. Thank you all for joining the live. I appreciate it. Hey, pretty girl opulence. Welcome to the room. Thank you all. Good afternoon, friend. Thank you so much for being here. So keep that in mind. So TikTok and so I think I saw 60%. I want to explain the 60%. They got get 60%. Becky, it depends on what happens in your life because TikTok technically can get 80. Okay. There is a scenario where TikTok can get 80%. What's that scenario? Somebody in the room who knows? You said, "Ooh wee." Here to learn. Tell me what that scenario would look like. Wow, 80. Tell me what that scenario would look like. Anybody in the room? Anybody know? Y'all could say no. I don't know. Depending on how often you went live that week. Well, I'm saying per live, but that's a close answer. Y'all said battles. Few lives. No, no, over 100% 100,000 people. No. No. I've seen live hosts kick people out of their live for not gifting anything at all. Um, That's rude. First of all, that's rude and inappropriate and not shouldn't happen. No, it's not restrictions. No clue, no clue. Okay. So the 80%, how it happens. So everybody starts your live. When you go live less than 5 minutes, you start at 20%. Somebody goes live for less than 5 minutes, 4 minutes. They start that live. Maybe they got a couple heart me's. Somebody came in right when the live started. They got no new follows, 0 new follows, and they went live for less than 5 minutes. You get 20%, TikTok gets 80, or whatever gifting happened in those less than 5 minutes. All right? So, that's a scenario. That's a real thing that can happen. For whatever reason, maybe your power went out, maybe your phone whatever happened, that could happen. You said spill the tea. That could happen. So, everybody starts their live with a 20% um, amount that you will receive for the live stream. That's where it starts. Then if you go live over 5 minutes, you can get 30%. 5 to 10 minutes is 30%. 10 to 24 minutes, technically, is 35%. And in 25 minutes or more is 38%. So the time, the live duration matters. That's why we need to go 30 to 65. Well, you want to go over 25 minutes. So 30. I usually say 30 just to make sure all things are good. Okay. And that's just for monetization. There's a different metric that says you want to go over 61 minutes or 60 minutes, basically, at least 61 minutes. So let me explain that for people too. I want to make sure. Let me catch up on a few comments that just came through. Thank you all for being here. At the end of my live, I always leave with anything from 2 cents to 9 cents. Well, I'm going to explain what the other percentage. So that's 38%. The most you can make per live is 40%. And then TikTok says you can make each week an additional up to 13%. So I'll explain that too. So they advertise 53% that you can earn each week, but each live you do is 40. Okay. So each live is going to be 40% if you hit these two metrics. Go ahead and put in the chat. What are the two metrics? Let's put in the chat so we all know. Those who know already. When doing so, that's why we need, okay, 30 to 65. And then when doing the payout takes place after going live. When does the payout take place? Beverly, TikTok pays out once a week. It's either going to be Monday or Wednesday for you. Just depends on how they set you up. I think they're shifting everybody to Mondays, but some people are still Wednesday. So Mondays or Wednesdays. Two metrics. Yeah, two metrics per live. Every live you do. What are the two metrics that you have to pay attention to? Five more followers. Natty followers is one of them. What's the other one? Thank you all for coming in. Time and followers. So if you go live 25 minutes or more, this is for monetization. Scale Live Rewards is what we're talking about. That's the official program. Scale Live Rewards. That 61 minutes is actually not Scale Live Rewards. That is for your valid go live day. That's a different metric. You said I glitched. TikTok, be nice. Be nice. I froze for a second. Yeah. So hopefully I'm back up and running. I said I was going to stay on for about an hour. We'll see how this goes. The storm, internet, everything's kind of being wonky. So we'll see if it lets me stay on longer than that. Um, so should we do a 30-minute and a 61-minute in a day and we when we go live? Sugar, give me 1 second. The answer is no. Well, partially yes, but let me get to that. Yes, I didn't hear the two metrics. Okay. So let me start over. The two metrics is live duration. So again, let me put a caveat on this. This is for this is based on the Scale Live Rewards. That's TikTok's monetization program. Okay, for your live stream. Scale Live Rewards. When you start a live, when you go to the live center, you'll see it right at the top. So that's what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about any other metric. Okay. Talk about the Scale Live Reward or any other program. So Scale Live Rewards, it's a breakdown. You actually see it while you're in the live. So any and everybody, if you've never paid attention to this, you have homework as a live host. Everybody should be clicking. There's a little house in the top corner of your live, or you can swipe from right to left. It'll pull the screen over and you'll see your real-time performance. Hey, Annie. Thank you for that, friend. Thank you, friend. And so you should be able to see this in real time. It will show you what your performance is, how you're performing. It'll let you know how many new followers you got. It'll tell you how much time you did. It'll actually break it down. If I get a minute, I'll go live and show y'all on my other account. So we'll see. Let me talk about it first, and then maybe I'll go over there and show you. So I'll show you because I'll use my phone and I'll do a little show and tell today. So you guys can see it. And everybody in the room, I want you guys to start looking at this. You never in your live without looking at your analytics. Okay. At least you know what's happening. We're now teaching you, helping you understand, okay, your live is something you want to pay attention to and see how do you move the needle and improve from, from live to live. Okay? So that's what I want you guys to do. So I'm going to show you. So let me go back and explain it. Scale live rewards. 2 metric every live. One live is the live duration. There's a scale. Literally, that's why it's called scale live rewards. As you go live longer, you get a little bit more percentage. The max percentage is 38%. Anytime you get to 25 minutes or more, you'll the little check box will say 38%. You'll see it. When it comes to, how many new followers you get is also a scale. If you get 1 to 2 new followers, they'll give you 1%. If you get 3 to 4 followers, they'll give you 1.5%. If you get 5 or more new followers, they'll give you 2%. The 2% plus the 38 is where you get the 40%. Okay, that's how they give you 40%. TikTok takes the 60. And from an agency perspective, TikTok pays agencies with helping you go live and support you. That's why I said it's free to you because the goal is that you're growing that 40% and getting more and more in terms of diamonds so that the payout is higher for you. But ultimately, the TikTok uses their 60% to give 1 or 2% to the agency, and that's how it works. Live duration, max is 38, followers 5. Yep, 5 plus followers or more is 2%. Yep, that's it. Okay. You said I was wondering why I was only 38%. I'm gonna stay an extra hour. Well, the 38% is you got the most probably for how long you were live. Now you didn't have enough followers. You didn't get that 2% because of followers. Okay. Hey, friend, how you doing? Jay Styles, chance for you. Welcome to the room. Busy world. What was it? Bussy world. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much, everybody. Join in. Appreciate you. So those are the two percentages that you want to pay attention to each and every live. There's that 13 up to. So up to 13% comes from 3 different metrics. Okay? So there's 3 different each week. So now we're looking at the entire week. Somebody earlier said, "Oh, if you go live multiple days." Well, actually that is a metric for looking at how you can earn under your weekly missions. That's what they call that category. I haven't been able to go live every day. I usually go live 1 to 2 times a week for 4 or 4, 1 or 2 times a week for 4 to 3 to 4 hours. Gotcha. Hey, Shelly Shell. That's fine. TikTok will want you to go live more days for that same amount of hours. So 3 to 4 times. But if you did like 90 minutes, 2 hours, that's a good way to do it, but to go more days. So if you ask me, is there a benefit to doing longer hours versus less days? I think you're making a longer runway for yourself to start seeing some traction in your room because you're going fewer days. You're not gonna be able to see that quickly. Does that make sense? Whereas if you went more days and maybe half those hours, maybe 2 hours each time, you'll probably see it quicker, that transformation. Okay. So that would be my recommendation. Try to add more days. And maybe if you wanted to go that amount of hours, that's good. You might see it quicker from that end too. But definitely add some more days. Are you talking about going live selling products? I'm going live, doing whatever. And if you're looking for more visibility and traffic, more traffic in your room, more of your target audience, you got to know who you're talking to, what you're talking about. If you're selling products, that's great. Cause I mean, obviously whether it's TikTok Shop or Service Plus products. That's a good way to get people to come in and support your live stream that way too. What kind of doctor are you? PhD, not an MD. PhD, leadership and education. I worked my career in higher ed. So How much do we need to earn before we worry about filing a 1099? I don't normally give tax advice. Um, yeah, go online and see. I don't want to say the wrong thing because I'm online because y'all can hear this and it's recorded. So I'm not gonna get it. I don't so take a look and ask your tax professional for that question. Thank you so much. Hey, Sarah. Hey, Jody, welcome to the room. No, you're not gonna get me online and be like, she giving tax advice, TikTok. Be like, girl, what you doing? But with that being said, what I will say is, let's go back a step. The three, that's what I was about to say. The 3 things for the weekly missions. One is how many days you go live, okay? I knew that account is probably shady. I was messing by another account just like yours. I have multiple hey, Franny was shady. That's a scammer. One of those imposter accounts. I have multiple, unfortunately. So, yeah, make sure you guys are following this account, and you also can create a custom name for my page too, so that you know it's always me. And if you message me on Service Plus, send me a message. Just say hi. A message in to make sure it's you. I'll message you back. I'll send you like a heart or a thumbs up or something, just so you know it's me in the chat. So I always do that for folks who send me messages, just so that you guys know you got the right chat. And if you get a new chat that says my name and picture, then no, that's not legit. So anyone can do that. If you click the Service Plus and just send me a DM. Live host. You said, yeah, live hosts don't reach out first. That's true. I don't normally reach out first. Every now and then, when I end the live, depending on if I get a chance, I'll click that quick message that says thank you for the gifts and stuff like that. So you'll see that sometimes from me. But yeah, so that's the way you might get a message from me, but that's what I'm sending. How do you make a custom name? Oh, is the super is the super fan chat. Oh, I don't have the super fan chat on right now. I don't. Hey friends. All right, because that LLC guy is I don't know who it is, but they are scamming. Yeah, yeah. Send me a picture of the person. They block me when they scam using my not my name and photo. So I'm always blocked. So I can't see them. I have to look at one of my other accounts to find some of those accounts. Um, Hashtag is there. Okay, thank you. Do you need us to register for anything? A lot of hosts are having us register for stuff. What you mean register? What does that mean? Register for what? Thanks. I have booked a session with you for Friday. Did you, Gigi? Okay. All right. Look at Gigi. Gigi said, I need some help. I got your friend. What do you mean they're having you register for stuff? What does that mean, Nasaria? Oh, wow. They've blocked you. Scammers are sophisticated. Yeah. It's like she ain't gonna see me using her name and photo and her pictures. Yeah. Yeah, they blocked me. You said I'm looking forward to it. Thank you, friend. Appreciate it. Yeah, scammers are shady. They're real shady. I tell my husband told me this when I first started. He's like the TikTok streets are like the regular streets. So be careful. Register for the next live. Oh, okay. Is that what you meant? Register for the next live? Sorry. Is that what you meant? I sent the treasure box. Thank you, Tishby. Thank you, friend. Thank you for that. I think that's what you're saying. Register for the next live to come back for the next live when it ends. I do have my live event scheduled. So thank you for the populous dangerous streets with shady followers. I know. I can't find the treasure box. You don't see it. It's grayed out, but it's still a timer. It's gonna be right here next to my banner. I guess. Yes. Okay, yes. Thank you for asking that, friend. Um so what my friend Nasaria asked, she asked the question about registering for my next live. Definitely that's a great practice so that you guys can know when I go live again. You can find me again, especially if it's your first time here. You're like, oh, I like her. I want to come back. If you're a fan club member, you can set a notification. When this live ends, I have live events scheduled for tomorrow already for the 10 o'clock and the 4 o'clock. You can click to register for the next live. If you click my photo up here and click my photo again, the mini profile will pop up, click my photo again. You can actually go to my page and go right to the live area to register there as well. So there's multiple ways to get to me. So thank you for saying that. Where do you register? You could do it on my page. You can do it at the end of this live if you stay all the way to the end. Um, but my page is also where you see the live event to register for. So I go live twice a day, so I'm here every day. So thank you, friend. She's so sweet. She's like, Doc, let me say this stuff for you so you can talk about it. So let me ask my question. I was like, register? Register for what? So I appreciate that, friend. Um, so weekly missions for the Scale Live Rewards, 3 weekly missions. The first one is that you go live more than 1 day. If you go live 1 day, you get 6%. Remember I said you can make up to 13. Now the average person is gonna get about 8, 9. You're not gonna get the 13, but let me explain it. So there's a possibility. Thank you so much, friend, appreciate you. Thank you for that. You said my coaching, Tishby. You know what? I don't do pricing on the live, but if you message me through Service Plus, the only reason why I don't want TikTok to say I'm redirecting or anything like that, or make it seem like I'm selling something. I don't have my content disclosure on, little things like that. I'm always cognizant of what I say and how I say things. But you can definitely message me. And I do spend a lot of time and value, give a lot of value. So it's definitely going to be worth your time and effort. But if you message me by clicking Service Plus or clicking this message, I'll send you my page to my web page, my stand store to make sure you can sign up for it. And you do it whenever you see fit. Okay. Um, Thank you all. Go lives. I appreciate the go live friends. Appreciate you. And so, yeah, that's something I always tell people. My coaching, I do a 4-week coaching program and an 8-week, depending on what you need, and I also do consultations. If you just want to do a one session with me, I do a consultation. So that's what I offer for people who are looking for above and beyond. What I offer from the agency for free. The agency is a free program, and so I go live twice a day here. I do what I call performance review sessions with my creators in the agency where we can sit and look at your data and I can give you some feedback and guidance about your live. But if you need other things, Leanne, you said hello. Thank you, Becky. Thank you so much for that box. I appreciate it. Thank you, friend. Um, Leanne, I missed the voice acting because I was doing a live session with Coach Rhonda. You came up. Who was that? Moonflower. She said, "Where's Leanne?" So hopefully you're back for at least a visit or a live stream or two. So let us know. I was about to ask if you gave up. I didn't give up. No, no, no. It just so happened the last 2 Wednesdays that she had her sessions, I just had conflicts. Um, the last Wednesday I was in LA. I was out of town. So I had a no, wait, no, wait. That was last week. No, the week before, I forgot. That one I did forget. That one I forgot. I told her that one. I forgot because my son distracted me. It was the week school came back and we went to dinner, and I came back and I forgot. So that was me. Yesterday, I had a conflict for real because I did the session with Coach Rhonda. So, what Leanne is talking about is that I am one of the creators on this, on TikTok. She's an agency too. She's a voice acting coach, and I actually did sign up to be part of her community. And so I've missed the month of August based on my own conflicts and stuff. And so, but I love her community. So if you guys are interested in voice acting, this is part of what I'm doing to stretch myself this year and, I did it really because of TikTok. Coming to TikTok, feeling more confident in my voice. I was a person who always like was a little insecure about my voice and what I said and how I communicated. And this has kind of helped build that. And so, really, really great person. And Leanne's in the community too. So she's like, where you been? So I would love to participate. Yes, yes. So Carol West, if you message me, Gigi, send me a message there and say ask about voice acting. I'll send you her page. So just message me on Service Plus here and just say voice acting coach. And I'm happy to message your page. All right. Oh, you put it in there. Oh, look at you. This is it. So Pals Pendant, Carol West Media. I'm sorry, C West Media. That's her. That's her at symbol. Okay. So if you want to copy that, that's where you would go. Will do. Thank you. You're welcome. Your voice is the reason why I follow you and join. You're so sweet. Thank you, friend. I'm getting more, that's the whole thing about this. You feel more confident. There's things that we all say about ourselves that, our own insecurities and stuff that we have. And to do this day in, day out, a couple days a week, you just feel better. Over time you get, again, you're building confidence. It's like your own personal therapy to a certain extent. You know what I'm saying? So it's a good experience, and then when you find coaching, when you find people who are gonna continue to pour into you and help you grow and build even, a better presence and obviously break into a career field that I've always been intrigued with. So I think that's why I was open to it because I was like, I've always seen it done and just wondered how people start and stuff. And I had somebody when I was several years back, my daughter's she's about to be 21 on Monday. Somebody heard her voice in the background. It was like, "Oh, she sounds like a little cartoon character. She should get into voice acting." And I was like, "Oh, wow." So I remember looking it up for her and I was just always intrigued, but I never did anything with it. So this is my attempt to do something with it for myself. So that's what's happening. Thank you all. I appreciate y'all. Thank you all. I appreciate the support. And you never know where this will take you. This will take you. So I appreciate that. So let me go back to Skill Live Rewards real quick. I wanted to show you guys what it looks like. We'll see if my internet holds up. I wasn't gonna stay on super long, um, because the storm is out there and I hear the rain, so maybe it's not lightning anymore. Um, Weekly missions, there's 2 things you wanna pay attention to. One is that you are looking at, how many days you go live. So you can get 1 day means 6%, 2 days is 8%, okay? 2 or more days will be 8%. If you, have fan club members, your content, this is what they call your active fan club members, people who are coming back and engaging on a weekly basis and they get their daily heart me, that's something else you want to pay attention. Kenya, thank you so much, friend. Appreciate you. Thank you, Rozzy. Thank you for that daily heart me. Appreciate you joining the fan club. And so that's something else you want to pay attention to. Don't ignore that. That is part of your monetization strategy, the daily heart me. That's also bigger than that is how you build community. All right. TikTok has some features in there where you can kind of learn a little bit more about your fan club. Thank you. Look at you, level 15. Congratulations. Thank you for that. And so you can learn more about your fan club. You also can create little notes to kind of keep track of who different people are and how they're coming in your room. Little notes that you might want to put, they call them tags. So you can make a tag for each person. And so those are things that you see as a live host, they don't see it. So keep that in mind if you're really trying to build this up. People will come and go. So your fan club will, people will come in for a little bit and then you might not see them for a while. Like our friend Leanne. So, but they come back, and so you wanna make sure you're keeping tabs of folks too. Thank you for sharing the link to your main account, just now. Thank you so much. I don't know if I did that, but I appreciate you, friend. I love your tips. Thank you, friend. Um, so weekly missions, look at how many days you go live. Fans, daily heart me, very important. It is. Yep. Thank you for that, friend. And then the third thing, so I said it was three things. The third thing is that you are looking at your league, the league as a live host, how you are leaguing up. And so as you're progressing as a live host, meaning that leagues are directly tied to how many diamonds you collect on a daily basis, on a 24-hour clock. So if you don't go live every day, you're not collecting diamonds and you're not growing your league. All right? So just keep that in mind. You're not growing your league and depending on how you've progressed in your league, you might have gotten to the point where you can drop down. Okay? You can go backwards. So little things like that you want to pay attention to. I don't want to go into leagues too in depth for this live because we got some new friends in the room. So just kind of keep that in perspective. So your leagues can also be part of your monetization if you are growing and you are progressing that you're moving up from week to week. Thank you, Leanne. See your friend. Thank you for that. Look at your leads as a live host to be consistent. Exactly. Thank you, friend. And so that's important. That's something you want to do. You want to be progressively leaguing up. All right. That's ideal. Now, ideally, if you can't league up and get that next bonus to which is 3%, I'm sorry, the bonus, if you league up in any given week, that is a league that you haven't gotten to before. So you're leaguing up to a league that is surpassing your highest league. So if I'm B5 5 right now. I've gone to B4. I've actually gone to B3. So those aren't leagues I haven't been to before. So I have to get to B2 before I get that bonus again because I've never been to B2. And so that's something TikTok measures, and you get a bonus for that. And that's why I said most people don't get that bonus all the time because that league and up isn't happening from week to week all the time. So keep that in mind as well. So really, when everything's said and done, that 13% is not always the case for everybody. Um, you said one super fan for a year. What did I win exactly? Say that again. Win a super fan for a year. What did I win exactly? What you mean? I don't know. I don't see that. Look at your leagues for life. I was gonna guess sorry for a month, not year. Oh, okay. You you're saying this is a super fan box? No, that's a Clover box. This is a Clover, but there is a super fan box that you can send to people. If you decide to share that super fan, they will become a super fan for the month. You pretty much gifted them the super fan, and somebody can tap that and win and become a super fan. You said I won a super fan box. Oh, in someone else's room. Gotcha. And so you won a super fan box, and so yeah, you became their super fan for a month. And so it depends on what their super fan benefits are. So you would have to go back. You can click the super fan and see what they have listed there or ask. Yeah. Hey Snapper, welcome. What's the highest potential in monetization? You know what? That's a hard question to answer because I mean, TikTok, there's people who are making millions on this app. I mean, that's real talk. There are people who are doing that. Now, I don't like to talk about money too much because everybody's journey is different. Everybody are they're going about it differently, whether they are battling in their A league, their live pro and their A1 and their room is supporting them and they're getting certain level of gifts, the highest level gifts each week, each day. So that happens for some of those people. I mean that's real talk. There are people who do that. They typically have a team that they're working with and they're supporting each other. So they're a small team and everybody's working to support one another. So that happens quite a bit. And so it's not just one person typically benefiting. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. But there are some influencers that are benefiting pretty individually. Um, if they do, I assume that they go live every day as many as 3 times a day. That's true. That is probable because as you get to that level, you may have to come on multiple times in a day to continue to get enough diamonds for that 24-hour clock so that you can satisfy what TikTok's goal for you is for the day, for you to stay where you're at or potentially to, um, go up higher. But if they're A1, ain't no what there's no other place to go. So they have to kind of do that to stay where they're at. Um, so yeah, so TikTok has a program called the Creator Career Program where they're saying, depending on if you follow some of these core steps, battling those match events is part of it, going live a consistent day, getting so many diamonds out of the month, you could potentially be a person that makes, 10K a month. That's kind of where they promote that program to get to the point where you're 10,000 a month. It takes time, there's definitely levels to it, but yeah, it's possible. So, so it's having a collective model of support. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yep. How you doing, sir? So yeah, so it's definitely that is most cases. It's like, okay, you helping me, I'm gonna help you, we're gonna do this together. But it's definitely that. Fell off the porch. But yeah, that's the only way you're gonna be able to do it and maintain that status and that level. You're gonna need other people supporting you. Yeah. So and you're supporting other people. Okay. So it works both ways. It just can't be just you. You got to make sure you're supporting other folks too. Um, hey friend, hey from FYP, appreciate you friends. Those who are coming in, appreciate you all. I have been live. I said I was going to stay live a little shorter today because of the um storms and stuff passing through. So I'll probably try to stay a little longer, maybe 30 more minutes. I'll do a 90-minute live today just so that I can not, have any issues, too many more much too much issues with my stream. Um Other questions. Sugar, are you still in a room? Sugar, say hi in the chat if you're still in a room. I know some people came and gone. Let me know if you're still in the room. Those who are joining, I appreciate you joining. Hey, friend. So you asked the question. I think you were the person. Let me go back and look at your comments because you asked the question earlier, and I just want to make sure I clarified. Ooh, it's gone. They only show the last ten questions. Um, so I don't see it. But it was a question about time. I think it had to do with the time of going live. Um, I think you said something along the lines of how long you go live. So let me circle back to that. I'm charging my phone, so hopefully it acts right. We'll see. Um, so when it comes to going live, you want to make sure you go live over an hour because that's considered a valid go live day. And you want to make sure one of your lives has to be 61 minutes. That's the question you asked. Could it be 30 and 61? Yes, that is true. It could be. One of those lives in that 24-hour clock from midnight, um, I'm in the East Coast, has to be over an hour. You can't do 30 and 31. That doesn't count. One of them has to be over an hour, 61 minutes, for when TikTok looks at your core metrics, that they're looking at how many days you went live. One of those has to be over an hour so it can count as a day. Okay. What's the ultimate goal while on live? How many in the room, followers, likes, and gifts? Um, it depends. It's going to be you're gonna grow over time. It's gonna have to grow. You tell me you're trying to get to D5. I mean, you're D5 now, but you're trying to get to D4 or D3 or D2. As a live host, you're progressively looking at your league and trying to move up, move the needle. So a lot of that is gonna depend on what you're doing in your live. You wanna get at least 5 followers per live so that any gifting, you get the maximum that you can earn, which is 2% for your followers. Anything over 5 followers, 5 or more followers rather. And then, when it comes to how many minutes you go live, you wanna go live at over 25 minutes. So I tell people, do your 61 minutes ideally, but maybe do 30 if you're in a rush. Okay? He said, "I did today." Okay, sounds good. Um, from having 500 followers, what happened? How long does it take? From having 5 what do you mean? What are you trying to grow? What are you trying to say? You wanna know how to get to 500 followers? What do you mean? Gigi, I don't think I understand the question. So, pretty girl opulence, so you wanna make sure you have over 5 followers each live that you do. When it comes to likes, I tell people, start focusing on your likes. Ideally, if you can get people to start liking on your live and get, 10K first 10 minutes, 25K, 50K, 100K. So we're almost at 100K. So we'll see if we can get over 100K. So that's going to be important. So you want to start building your live up. So that's the thing why I say start measuring. So then you can say, okay, let me move the needle a little bit more. Let me do a little bit more. Let's try for this goal. Let's try for this goal. Like our shares is 14 shares. Like, what is that? So we haven't shared out the live enough. So I would say let's try to get to 100K share. I mean 100 shares. So little things like that, you can kind of start looking at your room and saying, how do we do a little bit more? How do we do more? Realistic expectations should be around. Exactly. If you have already 50K followers, what are you asking? I guess I'm still not understanding the question. While you're live, can you say follow me if you want to see more? Um, you got to be careful. You can't manipulate. So you gotta be careful about how you say things. I can say, guys, feel free to follow the live host. Feel free to follow the live host, Um, little things like that you can say so that it doesn't sound like you're making people do something or else you won't do something. So TikTok doesn't like that. That's kind of manipulating. So you got to be careful about how you say things. You can say, "Hey guys, let's get to 25K followers or 100K followers. I'm gonna start my next segment in a few minutes, but let's try to get to 100K followers first." So little things like that you could say while you're live. Let's see. If I have currently 500 followers on my profile, um, can you go live with 500 followers? Yes, you got live access. Um, so yes, you can go live with as little as 50, as long as your account is over 7 days old and you have over 7 days old and you have posted content, and then you are let me put that over there. My thing is falling. Give me 1 second. And you are also engaging in a live stream. So a lot of that tells TikTok you're interested in live, being a live host. Let's see, friends. I did 61 and earlier I did 30 plus. When I was stuck. Gotcha. Okay, that's good. And I will start going live. Yeah, you can go live before that. You have live access. Yeah, you have live access. All right, friends. Let me know if there's any other questions. So, Sugar, I just wanted to make sure I circled back to that because I heard you make that comment and I wanted to make sure I answered it. Did I miss any other questions? I know there was some other questions that came through. If I didn't get to you, I apologize. So let me know if you have any other questions. Thank you all for supporting too. I appreciate the engagement. We got some more shares too. So if you haven't shared out the live, go ahead and click this share arrow. You can share it, you can repost it, you can add it to your stories. You can also share it out to individuals and group chats. And then if you press down on middle of the screen, you can share it out that way as a power share because a list of names will come up that you can share the live out with. Drive and Jewelry, thank you so much, friend. And then let me know if there's other questions. Those who are joining me for the first time, um, let me know if you are curious about my creator network agency. I got some new friends that are here that are just joined the agency. So I'm happy to answer questions about the agency. So let me know if that's something I need to talk about a little bit more. And it's a free program. He said, "Yes, I am. Are you interested in the agency? Let me know, friend. Is there anything we can't talk about on lives?" Well, yeah. You got to be careful. You can't talk about things that are illegal. You got to be careful about words you use when it comes to hate speech, bullying, anything talking about hurting yourself or others, self-harm, unaliving. You got to say those type of words. Anything to do with hurting yourself or anything like that. You got to be careful about what you say and how you talk about that, as well as what your viewers talk about, your guests if they're in your multi-guest panels. So yeah, there are things you cannot talk about. You cannot do. You don't want kids on your live at all. Don't put them on the live. Okay? You've heard me say that several times. No minors. Minors are not allowed. Okay? Is this a different group? Is this a different group? What you mean? Um, Let me know what you meant, Sugar. About what? What group? The Creator Network. That's the agency you joined, friend. Sugar, you said, I don't know what I did. Yes, you joined my agency, the Creator Network. I see a bunch of people doing that, putting their kids. They cannot. They are not supposed to. It will catch up with them. Especially, like I said, with this lawsuit that just went out for you said, "Oh, KKK." Yes. Um, yes. Gracious, she's like, "Girl." So, yes, so the Creator Network Agency, that's what it's called. Let me walk you through because I'm gonna talk about the, agency. Thank you all for being here. I see y'all. Let's see, if I go to my profile, we're talking about this program here, Creator Network. We're gonna go. I'm sorry. We're gonna go TikTok Studio. I'm gonna click the live side. If you scroll down, you click the little arrow in here, and it says Creator Network. Okay. So if you this account obviously grow and live out your dreams. And so this is what the program is all about. And so it's free for you all. This is what Creator Network should offer. We offer resources, campaigns, training, all that stuff. And so it's free because TikTok covers it for you. I'm trying to be in everything. I heard that, friend. Hey Eli, how you doing, friend? And so, so that's the program. It's free. Every agency is different. I pride myself in being an agency that's teaching you about the live process, the journey, helping you learn, earn, and grow. And so it's gonna be up to you though. Your live is your live. I can't do your live for you. So it's up to you to come to Sundays when we do our weekly meetings, some talks there, our helpful trainings. I'm gonna be doing a beginner training. I'm gonna do at least two in the month of September for anybody who's new and joining because I want to make sure you guys have some fundamental information. And then, there's questions I've heard a lot of times. So I'm doing it. I'm going to do it on Zoom, but we'll do a little bit more show and tell over there. So you're welcome to sign up now so you can be included in that for September. Um, and so anybody who joined like in January, I'm sorry, June, July, and August will be invited. So I want to make sure you guys are really understanding. Let's get this going. All right. And so, but it takes time. I tell you guys that all the time. It takes time. It depends on what you're doing in your life, what you're talking about. But you can obviously grow and grow quickly if you are committed to the process. All right. Um, when it comes to when it comes to joining the agency, you can message me on Service Plus, that feature there. You gotta be eligible to go live. So that means you've gone live, you've gotten full access to go live, and you're gonna continue to go live at least 3 to 4 days out the week. I tell people more, but that's the minimum. Because if you really want to get pushed out, you want to start getting visibility, you're trying to grow, then you're gonna take it seriously and you're gonna do maybe even more. You might even do daily. All right. And so the other thing is you cannot already belong to an agency. So it's one per person, one agency per person. Hey, Linda Jones, one agency per person. So and that means if you have other accounts, you can't join with your backup account. Okay. You got to make sure that the account you're joining is the account that is your primary, the one you make the most diamonds on, and that's the account you would join with. All right. And you just continue to keep going live. All right. Today is my day four of my 30-day TikTok live challenge I gave to myself. I typically give that to my newbies too, and we might bring that back in September. All right, Unwired, how you doing? Unwired Mind with Amanda. How are you, friend? So, what is the recommendation for going live at an event? Be careful about kids. Don't show kids on the live. Be careful about showing logos and branded content, like especially the luxury brands or any kind of um, formal major brand. Be careful about that. Be careful about what you're showing when it comes to people in general, because they may be inappropriate attire, little things like that. So I tell people all the time, be careful about what you're showing. People who go live on a beach and you got all these people half dressed walking the beach. You got to be careful about that. Okay. So TikTok is very protective about making sure you are not showing anything that's inappropriate. Can I promote the agency in my live? You should. You have a referral code. You got one. It's under that screen I just showed you, the Creator Network. Check under there. You can see your referral code. You can share it out. So definitely share it out. I'm looking to I love people who refer because you want the people who are gonna refer people that are already an agency. So you guys are able to vouch and talk about your experience and kind of even give some insights and tips that maybe a new person wouldn't have the information about. So that connection is already there. So that's good. Okay, I almost tried earlier, but I stopped because I thought maybe I was not supposed to. Yeah, yeah, girl, you better. So yeah, share. So I have a incentive right now. My my incentive and so the month is not over yet, so it's fair game for anybody. I haven't seen anyone refer people that will get it, but I said if you have a minimum of 5 referrals, these are not even people who have gone through the whole go live process because they have to make sure that they've gone live for a certain amount of days. Hey, Lauren. Um, and so if you get 5 referrals before the month is out, you can get $300. I'm gonna I'm going to bring that back again in the month of September. I'll use it again, so we'll see how this goes. I'm really trying to amplify the referring program, and so it could be a way to earn twice because if your people you refer, you get points for them, so you can get $25 dollars every 4 people too. So that's a whole nother way you can earn too. So I'm doing that as another way to kind of keep people incentivized. We have campaigns, we have other things that we do. But yeah, if you refer 5 people in the next 4 days, you would win. Anybody who asks for anybody in the agency already, you get you a cool $300. And I send it to PayPal. We don't send it through TikTok, it's through PayPal. So that's how it works. Thank you all for coming through. I appreciate you all supporting. Um, thank you all for supporting the live stream. Let me know if you have any questions. My new friends, I think all of you also are already in my referral program. Let me just double check. Some sugar and Shay, you definitely are in. But my new friends, let me just make sure they're all here. Okay. I'm gonna put it through now. My new ones, the ones from today was not. So yes, my last question is how do I find the heart effect that you use? This one here. This is called a heart gesture. It's under effects. So when you go live, you can click the wand. Where that gift box is for you guys is a wand for me. Or you could do it before you set up your live on the setup screen. Go to effects and type in, you can search with the little magnifying glass search, and you can click type the word heart gesture, and that's where it's at. It glitched. Heart gesture. Heart gesture is what you're gonna search under the effect screen. Okay. Let me know if you caught that. Okay, thanks. You're welcome. Um, Let me know if there's other questions, friends. I'm gonna show Scale Live Rewards really quickly. Let me know if there's other questions about the go live process. Any other questions, my friends? Scale Live Rewards is what I'm gonna show on the agency page. I'm just gonna go live from there. So I'm gonna go live on the other accounts. And so that way when I join the live, let's see, how am I gonna do this? I'll flip my camera and I'll show Scale Live Rewards. I want you guys to start looking at this, okay? So I want you guys to be intentional about looking. Thank you all for being here. Appreciate it. So let me change my layout. I'm in my multi-panel boxes. Let's see. Let me go back. Okay. Thank you all for being here. Appreciate you all. So I'm going to flip my camera so you guys can see. Okay. So you can see me. Hey. So let's do this. Um, and I'm going to press, that's the house I was talking about. Remember I said there's a house that's in the top right corner, or if you swipe from right to left, it pulls the screen over, or you could touch that little house. Same screen. At the top, it tells you how long you've been going live, 0 minutes right now, 0 views, 0 followers, 0 gifters, okay? So I just started this. When I look at the screen here, it says Scale Live Rewards. It says more. I told you everybody starts at 20%. And then it says diamonds from this live. Right now it's 0. So everybody starts at 20% until it gets to 5 minutes. So let me click more, and you guys can see this operating in real time. Shows how many diamonds, shows that scale going from 0, 20, and then ultimately to 40%. How do you earn that? Through the 2 metrics, your emissions. This is this live, per live, and then what did I say? The weekly one. We haven't gotten to weekly yet, but it's actually breaking it down in real time. So when you go live, you see this. Hey, friends who just joined, be sure to follow me as a live host. I'm breaking down Scale Live Rewards right now. And make sure you grab your daily heart meet as well. I appreciate you all being here. But it says less than 5 minutes, 20%. 5 minutes, between 5 and that 10 minutes, 30%. 10 minutes, between 10 and 25 minutes, 35%. And then 25 minutes or more, 38%. See that? So it shows a little checkbox in real time of where you're at, what's your status. And it goes all the way over and it'll show it if you hit the next milestone right there would be 30%. So they'll show it along the way here. So you'll see that in real time. Then they say your new followers, the new unique followers. It goes from 1 to 2 followers, you get 1%. The 3 to 4 followers, you're gonna get 1.5. Over 5 followers, you're gonna get 2, okay? 2%. It's gonna show it I'm sorry, I went over to the weekly missions. It's gonna show it here in a little red line if I started getting followers in this room. Right now, I just have 1 viewer, 0 followers, 0 gifters, and I've been going live for 3 minutes, so I'm still at that 20%. And then make sure your content is in good standing, alright? So all of that factors into how you monetize. Thank you, friends. So I'm still at the 20%, nobody's come over yet, and so, when it comes to this week, "Hey, Fran, how you doing? Inky vibes." Then it has the weekly, and it shows these are the days in the week that we're going by. We're going by from the 24th through the 30th. That's Monday through Sunday. Monday starts the new day for TikTok. All right. And so then you have your missions. Valid go live days. Remember, I told you earlier, those valid go live days. That's part of it for a monetization purposes. So they said 25 minutes here for monetization purposes, but we know, any other time is it counts as a day is going to be 61. That's what you need to remember. It's always 61. Thank you so much, friend. And so 1% is you guys can't see it glared. Is 8 is 6%. I'm sorry, one day is 6%. 2 or more days is going to be 8%. Hey friend, the lifestyle lead. Welcome to the room, my friend. When it comes to your league, remember we talked about surpassing your highest league? You can get a percentage of your A leaguer if you stay in the A league. So they give you that. But then they also, I'm sorry, it's glaring for you guys. But if you surpass your highest league, that's what that says. You get that 3% bonus. Hello, friend. How you doing, Patrice? Patrice, you need to still do your renewal, friend. How you doing, my friend? You did so it said I didn't finish. Um, and so I need to suppress the highest league. I didn't finish the A league, so I'm not there. So I need to get to this account is D4 right now. So if I got up to D3, I would get that 3% bonus. And then the last thing is your active fan club members, your active fans. If you have less than 10, you can get 1%. So I'm going to get 1% for my fan club. If you have more than 10. If I have between 100 and 2,000, I'll get 1.5%. Hey, Diana. And then if I have 2,000 or more, I'll get 2%. Now, we don't get 2% because our rooms are not doing that. So we don't see that. All right. Hello, Diana. So back to the original screen. We now have gone over 5 minutes. We got our 30%. Okay. So now it's increased because we got over 5 minutes. It moved up to 30%. Still don't have any diamonds. We got to get some diamonds in order to make any money. That's where this is all still zeros. This is 0 for this live, and this is 0 for the week. We've had 7 views so far, so they're not pushing me out either. So TikTok's like, "What you doing, girl?" So that is Scale Live Rewards. You guys heard Scale Live Rewards in real time, okay? So that's what that is. Let me know if there's any questions about that. So my new friends, anybody new in the agency, when I come in, I'm gonna ask. I'm gonna like, "Hey, how long you been going live? What are you gonna do? What's your answer to that?" Thank you, friend. What's your answer to that? If I say, "How long you going live?" What are you gonna be able to do? Anybody know? Y'all, I'm gonna wait to see if y'all answer. Anybody know? So if I say, "How long you going?" You say, "Hey, friend. Hey, friend." Um. Oh, I never knew to look at all this. Thank good, great information. You're welcome. You said 61 minutes. That ain't the answer. You said go to Scale Live Rewards. Well, you're gonna go and click the house. You're gonna click the house. Remember how I started that? Or you're gonna swipe from right to left. So let's do it in real time. Let me show it so you guys can see it. So Dr. Lisa, she came in your chat and said, hey, friend. How you doing, friend?" And I'm in your chat. I was like, "Oh, how long have you been going live?" You're gonna say, "Oh, let me check, Dr. Lisa. I'm gonna click my house in the corner here, and I'm gonna look right at the top, and I'm gonna say 7 minutes." That's what I'm gonna say. Or I'm gonna do this, Dr. Lisa. I'm gonna go instead of clicking the house, I'm just gonna swipe over. I'm just gonna swipe my finger from right to left, and then I'm gonna click up. Oh, now it's 8 minutes. Okay. I've been live for 8 minutes, doc. And so that's what I'm gonna say. And then I'm gonna go in the chat. I'm gonna say, "Hey, friend, how many new followers do you have? Have you been getting followers at all? How's everything going for you?" And then you say, "Oh, doc, let me check. Let me see how many followers I have. Oh, I don't have zero right now. I have zero, doc." And I'm saying, "Ooh, you're gonna need some followers. You wanna remind your guests to follow the live host if they wanna support your live." So, little things like that so that people know to connect with you too. So, give those reminders to your community. And so that's all you do. You should be checking your time, checking how many followers, checking your stats, all right? Thank you for the roses, friend. And so, keep that in mind. Thank y'all for the roses, y'all so sweet. Hey, friend, hey. And so as your live goes on, remember you guys, I'm always saying, "Oh, look at the features here." There's the little wand I'm talking about. So click the wand. That's where you see sound effects. That's where you see effects. My friend, you asked about the heart gesture. There's a little magnifying glass. If you type in the word heart gesture, you can type that in. And it's actually this feature here. This is the heart gesture. That's the one for heart gesture. Okay. Thank you so much, friend. Appreciate it. I'm in Florida, so welcome to the room, friend. And so, that box there, that wand is really important. So click the wand, and you can see just a little bit more. If you want to add your board, that's where you can go and add a board for the live. Now, keep in mind, you can't create it. You can just use what's there. Okay, whatever's there, you can use. Remember, I told you I have a Go Live 30-day challenge. I'm gonna bring that one back. Imma bring that back. I was driving, I tried renewing, um, but wasn't successful. Okay, so, did you do it today? So, it's there still. It hasn't expired, so you should be able to get to it. It hasn't expired, so you should have access to it. So, let me know if you don't see it, but it should be there. Hey, Bounty and Bliss. So, so click your wand. My viewer wishes list disappeared after a while. Why is that? You probably have a timer. So this one doesn't have a timer on. Viewer wishes. If you click the three dots, viewer wishes is there right here. You can get to it while you're in the live. They want me to change this gift out because this the gift has been expired. So say I would set another gift. Let's say let's put the shout out. We'll just click that one. I'm gonna hit save. So sometimes the gifts, hey bounty, sometimes the gifts will change out. So keep that in mind. But there's a little wheel in the top right corner. Click that wheel and the timer will display for me for 30 minutes. But I can turn that off and I can turn off. I can keep the points. That's where the numbers are showing there. So that's fine. And if you want to set it automatically, you could do that too. But I can save that. And so that would make it never go away. So there's no timer on it. Okay. And if I started it, it'll be in the live. It'll just be there for me. Okay. So that's how that works. Any other quick questions while I'm live on this account? Let me know if there's other questions. This is a good show and tell live. So any other questions that you have? Anybody else? Hey Dee Dee, how you doing, friend? Let me know if there's other questions, my friends. Okay. Remember, oh, let me do this. She's not in the room. I went a newbies live this morning and multi-guest and co-host. Let me show that. What else can you are you able to add while on live? Well, I mean, I added the board. I could, let me come back. Says my device is overheating. My battery needs to be charged too. Um, so I added the board. If you go back to the wand, you could add a sticker. The person whose live I went to earlier, she had a sticker on her live. She didn't have a board, but she had a sticker. The stickers you can edit. So she was actually doing, you can change the words. So when I click that, I can change out the words that are there. Hold on. I hit go. I can delete the word. So I'm deleting it and I can just say, I'll just say hello from Florida. And so TikTok has to approve it. They approved it. So you could have a sticker. She was in Italy. She's one of our travel agency people. She's in the travel niche. And so she was in Florence. And so she had put that as her live. She didn't have a board, but she had the sticker. And it was cute because when I went inside, I was like, I wonder where she at. And then I saw the sticker. I was like, oh, she in Florence, Italy. so that's something she had on the screen. Now I suspect she didn't know how to create a board. so and so I gotta ask if she knew, but she did put a sticker up there and just changed out the words. How do you get the list of gifts up in the top corner? This one here, the one I did here. Let me know if that's what you meant. And so this is viewer wishes. This is what I just added here. That's what I just clicked. So let me know if you missed that Inky Vibes, but I just showed how to get to it. Yes, please. I'm sorry I missed it. Yeah, so it's under the three dots. It's called viewer wishes. Let me see. It's this feature here. So you're clicking that. Viewer wishes, you can't have multi-guest panel boxes on in viewer wishes. You can change out the gifts, you can change out the words. This is a template. And so that's how you would do it. Um, and so that's viewer wishes. You cannot have viewer wishes turned on at the same time if you're doing multi-guest panels or you're talking at all on panels. It is a great feature because it helps people understand how they can support and engage, but you got to pick one or the other. How do you post to go live video while there is a link? How do you post a go live video where there is a link? The go live link, it's going to be under you add links and you have to click the go live link to for people to press. That's part of a campaign though. So you got to be mindful that your video also talks about the go live process and you point to that link. But that's part of the live incentive program. But it's under the add links on your contents, where you put the description of that video. It's going to be a feature where it's under the add links and you click that, but you got to make sure the video is appropriate else they'll decline it. They won't make it eligible for the campaign. So make sure you look at the campaign rules when you add it. Uh-oh. Both batteries are low. This phone battery and this one is low. Does that mean does she mean to announce her live? That's a live event. That's different. She said content. She said live video. Did you mean to do a live event? Let me know what you meant. Oh, that shows what you like people to give. Yes. Well, it shows what you want people to do, what you're going to do for people engagement. But yes. Yes, I'm in it. I tried to. Okay. And they denied it. So you got to be careful about what you put there. Um how you did that video. Look at the instructions for the campaign. These last two features, I want to point this out. Co-host, really quickly. If you click the co-host button, this is where you can find people to co-host with. So literally, I could invite myself and we can be co-hosting together. I'm not going to do that right now, but I could do that. The three dots is what I want to pay attention to. If anybody ever randomly requests you, you can come to click the three dots. It's going to be right next to it. It's going to be a door with an arrow. Think of like a little door with an arrow pointing out. That's how you get rid of those folks. Okay. I just wanted to make sure I said that. Know where people click on to go live and they can go live. Oh, you meant a live event. That means you want to schedule your live, which is different. So you're right, Patrice, you were right. She's looking for a live event. So the three dots, I want you guys to click that. If you don't want those requests, go to settings, go to settings and then turn it off. You can turn that feature off. So I have it turned on right now. I could turn it off. Allow invitations from people who aren't your friends when you go live. So random folks, they won't be able to send those invites. Okay. You can turn it off. Now, the first one is allow your friends to send invites. You might want them to request you. And then these are some other things that you can allow your viewers to do when it comes to requesting or suggesting co-hosts that you can set up with. Okay. So that's there. Let me know. And then multi-guest panels. This is where you have two people, people who are in your room already. You want to invite them up to co-host with you. And there's that little paintbrush, the little roller paintbrush. You can change the layout up here. So that's where you would change the layout for it. And then that other circle with some setting features that you can have. Okay. How do we keep non-joiners from popping up? Invite to your live. I don't know who's in my room. You would go here and turn that settings off. What I just showed, turn that off. Those are the settings for people who are being invited as co-host. You also can turn off settings for multi-guest too, where people can't just randomly come into your room. That's those settings wheel. If you click that, it has some settings you can cut off in terms of who can join your live. I'm sorry, when they can join your live. Would love to co-host, but nervous. Yeah, you definitely co-host is a good thing. I did it, I did it yesterday with Coach Rhonda. It was really good. Hey, how you doing, Mrs. Treetop? You in the room? Hey, Mr. Treetop. Let me turn my screen around. I didn't realize you were in the room, friend. I saw that, but I didn't know if it was real. Hey, friend. You said hey. Appreciate you. So keep that in mind. Is there a way to invite people in your live without requesting them to be a guest? Invite people in your live without requesting for them to be a guest. Is there a way to invite people in your live? You can share out your live. Is that what you meant? So I could share this live to people when I say you guys are sharing, add to my stories, share the live with different people. I'm just inviting them to my live. I'm not inviting them to be a guest on a panel or anything like that. So you share the live out. Um, like your own power share. Yeah, you could power share. I could do that. I could power share. Yeah. I could send this live to all those people. Yeah. As a live host, I could share my live right here, or I could press down and power share. Hmm. Yeah. You could do both. So yeah, you have the capability to power share. Yeah. So as a live host, you should be. You should be power sharing. You should be sharing your live. It gives me a limit of 15 to power share. 15 per time. So you come out, power share again. Go out, power share. Yeah. So you can do that to different people. Don't send it to the same people. You don't want to spam one person. But you can power share your live out to people. 15 at a time. Yeah. All right, my dear friends, let's see. I'm gonna answer okay because while on live TikTok, be asking in comments for you to bring guests. I see. Yep, yep, yeah. You can invite people. You can do guest. Hey friends, those who are joining, thank you so much. Um, you can invite people. You can you can also like I said, share the live out. So yeah. So you have all those options. Um, Thank you all for being here. I appreciate it. I am going to end the I'm probably gonna end both lives in a second. I've been live over here for an hour and 44 minutes. Y'all, look at y'all. I said I was gonna do a 90-minute live. so so I've already gone over. But let me end on this page. Are we good here? How do you find good co-hosts? You might want to coordinate co-hosts to begin with, but there's people you can select that are your friends to see if they're available to co-host with, and then you can TikTok will give you suggested people too. I mean, yeah, suggested creators that they give you. I would stick to my friends first if you're just trying something first, and then if you wanna do a quick invite of a random person, they'll do that also. Be careful with that because sometimes those quick invites, those random people are minors. They're trying to fix that issue, but there are minors out there, so you gotta be careful that you don't have kids in your life, alright? So yeah, definitely make sure you vet that. If they look young, get off the live because you don't wanna be in a situation where you're, matched with a young person, okay? But yeah, otherwise, people you know in the agency, so Supernatural Twilight, you just joined the agency. I'm going to add you to our agency group chat. I think it's going to be important. Any of my new friends, start networking. There's some great people in this agency, so you can start networking with folks, go into their live, depending on what your topic is and what you're covering. They may come to your live. You might say, "Hey, would you like to co-host and collaborate with each other?" Again, it could be somebody you're interested in. You can go to the school community, make a post, and say, "Hey, I'm new to the agency. I want to welcome you guys. Here's what I talk about in my live. Let me know if you're interested in co-hosting. I'm trying to do a co-host, on this day or certain times out the month. So people just know. And then you might find somebody who wants to collaborate because they're like, "Hey, I would love to co-host with you. Let's do a interview conversation." And then there's people who like Mrs. Treetop who do the match. They match do the battle nights. And so that could be a person you could connect with and do matches with too or create your own group that you do it with. Hey, Elle, welcome to the room. Hey, Coach Rhonda. Thank you so much. Let me know if there's questions about that. Hey, Judy Smart, welcome to the room, friend. Thank you all. I'm gonna Hey friends, I'm gonna get off this live. I appreciate y'all joining me, and then I'm about to get off this live in about 5 minutes. Appreciate y'all here. Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you so much. Um, so with this real quick, so it gives you some quick analytics. So it shared some quick things about this live. It says 72% now. I had some viewers. I had some comments. Miss Treetop was in the room. She commented. She gave some likes. Um, I didn't get any diamonds. So that's the Scale Live Award. Remember, that's showing the payout. I didn't mean to click that on purpose, actually. Um, and so it's telling me what I earned from the Scale Live Rewards, but we know I didn't get anything because I didn't get any diamonds. And so and then it's talking about the live journey, and then it tells me watch time, Mrs. Treetop. I can send people automatic messages. It'll let me send a quick message to them. So if I send Miss Treetop a heart, I can also send her. I can come back out, and then I can send her a quick message, and it'll do a quick AI message for me. Oh no, it didn't. Maybe that's because nothing happened. But sometimes it'll generate automatic message. Thank you for that treasure box. So sometimes it'll generate a quick automated message, but you can say thank you. And you also, once you leave the screen, can you get back? No, you got to go back into the analytics for the live and it'll break down some different analytics there. But this screen to send messages, the quick messages and stuff, no, it won't do that. Oh Lord, hold on one second. I went to campaigns. Okay. And so I wanted to show this little arrow here. So this is another place where you can send messages and heart and follow. And so these are people who just came through this live. Um, Most watched because I didn't get any gifters. So there's no gifters, but there are people who came in and watched. And so these people came over to watch for a little bit. And so and it tells you how many minutes. She was in there for 3 minutes. There was 1 minute, and then there was some other people who were there for about 1 minute. So if I click it, it'll just give me a breakdown of what she did. So that's something else you can see. So should you send a message? In the beginning, here's what I did. I'm gonna tell you guys my tip. And this is literally what I did all the time. When you look at my new live checklist, I actually list that as something you want to get in the habit of doing. That analytics, I would message everybody. My watchers, I think I had a thing where if you watched me for like 10 minutes, anywhere between 5 and 10 minutes, I sent you a message. My 1 minute people I didn't mess with. I was like, they probably just swiped in and out. But my 5 to 10 minute people, I would send them a message or 5 minutes and over. I would just send them a thank you for watching my live message. Um, when it came to the gifters, I would say thank you for your generosity, thank you for your kindness, thank you for your gift. I was literally doing those messages. I would copy and paste the message so it wasn't so, time consuming. But I literally, in the first month, the first 2 to 3 months of going live, that was my process after every live, whether it was the AM or the PM. Yep. So you're building community, you're trying to grow. You want people to, feel like, you were considerate of their time and effort and spending time with you. So I did that. That was part of my process. So we need to be doing. Yeah. Yeah. I would say that if you're trying to grow this out, yeah, you want to build it out. Sometimes I click out of it too quickly. I do too. It happens for me too. Yeah. I try my best to click it sometimes, but it's so easy to miss it. Yeah, so keep that in mind, you all. That's a super fan is in the house. Hey, friend. New generation show. How you doing, friend? Okay, nice to know. Didn't want to look creepy. No, it's not creepy. It's considerate. That's the way you want to start building your community. Hey, moms, FYP, someone just added me with a fake file. I know, friend. I know. Lord, I apologize for that. I ain't apologizing for that. I, I'm so annoyed by them people. Yes, I do have those imposters out there. They are slimy. So I'm happy you know it's not real. It's not real. It wasn't me. So it was not me. But yeah, so yeah, yeah. I just hate the fact that happens. That's good to know. I'm going through the analytics comment section for all of us. Yes. Yeah, so that's before obviously that was before the agency, that was before my time was so limited, but in the beginning I did that quite a bit. Yeah. So that was kind of my strategy of just connecting with people and just building up the community and stuff. Just a nice message. Thank you so much. How you doing, SJ? Thank you for that, friend. Um, but with that live event, can you please help me and tell me why I can't post to my stories? I don't know. I have no idea. I don't know if I can help you. I'm assuming it worked at one point and now it doesn't. Is that something TikTok sent you a violation for doing it? Let me know what happened. Um, but I don't know. I don't know why it wouldn't work. Um, you should be able to post your stories. I don't think there's any um thing that would limit you from doing that unless there was like an overuse of it. And I haven't seen that before. I posted my stories probably on average 3 to 5 days, 3 to 5 times a day. Today I think I've done at least four. So yeah, so I post every day to my stories. All right, my dear friends, I think I gotta go because my battery's gonna go out soon. Thank you so much for that level of cake, friend. Let's see, I'm gonna charge my phone for a couple minutes. My phone is overheating, so that's why I didn't have the charger cord in. So I'm balancing between overheating and it going out on me. So hopefully I can stay for the next couple minutes. I'm about to be at a 2 hour mark. So I might as well stay. I got 7 minutes. If I'm gonna stay and get the 7 minutes in. So I might as well. Here's what I was gonna show. Live event. My friend Supernatural. I think you asked that question. Hey JB, thank you so much. The treasure box is up there. The treasure box is great to get a quick free gift that you can send. Abundant evening. Hey friend. And so you can click that treasure box and that'll allow you to send a clover. Great way to send a gift without having to pay. So if you're a first time gifter, somebody just gifted the room a treasure box. Okay. I shouldn't say somebody. It came from Auntie Cat. Be sure to follow her as well as a thank you and appreciation for that treasure box. The treasure box, I like this concept. I really do. So you can send it as a live host and you don't see it right here at the top. Click and see if you don't see it. Let's see. You see it this other. Thank you, friend. I see you with the money gun. Appreciate you, friend. Thank you for that. Was wondering what that was. Yes. Look at the okay, the drive-in jury. Welcome. You sent your first time gifter, friend. Look at you guys. Look at y'all sending that. Thank you so much, Lash and Excess Beauty Artistry. Awesome. So yes, that's how that works. So it's a great way to get engagement in your room. Tell people, hey, if you've never sent a gift before, somebody just gave you a free gift opportunity. Okay. I would tell you to put coins on your account if you're trying to be a live host because you want to make sure you're gifting because you're going to need people to support your live stream in the same way. So it is something you want to pay attention to. All right. So I don't want you guys to miss out on the big picture here. So you definitely want to pay attention to that. Okay. So I was gonna show before I get off. Thank you for the roses. Where can I see the name of my super fans? Um under your super fan hub. Let me come out. Um when you are I went live previously, but we'll go here to TikTok Studio. We're gonna come to the live side. I'm gonna scroll down to super fans. We're gonna go to I'm sorry, we're gonna go to your fan club. Click your fan club. And when you are under your fan club zone, it says fan club tools. They must have updated the wording because it used to be fan club zone. So fan club tools, I like that word better. That makes sense. And so if you scroll down, it was under the fan club space. I don't have any fan club members. Oh, there's one member. Let me see. I think it's under the. Let me see. Here where it says members. There. So that's where it would be. So go under the fan club space and you'll see your members, the list of members. And if you click that area, that wheel at the top, that's where you get to it. The settings wheel. New generation, let me know if you caught that. Did you catch it? Did you catch all that, friend? I like that they changed it to fan club tools. That's good. That's a better verbiage. I think that makes sense. It was zone before. Um, any ideas of getting more followers? Any ideas on getting more followers? Um, you know, at the end of the day, I think it's a combination of posting content. You got to post the content. As you're in your live, if you're going to do it, I will try it. Okay, perfect. As you're in your live, you want to encourage people to follow you as a live host. So people are coming through, they're engaging. Remind them to follow the live host, okay? Or grab the daily heart me. If they haven't gotten that heart me, you know, you want to make sure that they're doing that. So I think a lot of it is the reminder, even in the content. I actually say that. I give people, hey, in the beginning of your content, you can always say, in your introduction, um, hi, I'm Dr. Lisa. I'm giving tips to go live. Before I give you the tip for this pay for this content, be sure to follow me. You want to save this so you can also go back to this video and get this information. So, people do that all the time, but that call to action, that reminder is helpful. Do you recommend hashtags when you post content? I do. I use them. Yeah. There's a lot of people who still search by hashtags. Yeah. TikTok still uses hashtags for even their top searches. Yeah, I would. Thank you for the clover. Live events. So same space. This is for super supernatural. If you create a live event, you go here to create it. You can set, they have these little AI features too to come up with a title. You're welcome. And then the time is based on the military time. Make it a regular live, not a shoppable. And then if you want to set audience control, you can turn it off or on as well. So that's another feature. So that's live event. That's what you were asking about earlier. Thank you. Oh, you look there. You leveled up to level 15. Congratulations, friend. SJ, thank you so much. That's awesome. Congratulations on leveling up in these TikTok streets. Your blue box level. Um, Hello, everybody. Okay, so let me know if there's any last minute questions. I'm down to my last minute or two. Appreciate you. Back at you, my friend. Appreciate you. You are trying to grow. I know you are, friend. Yeah. Okay. You should be getting there soon to 2000. Awesome. Can you make any Lava Shoppable live? For the most part, yeah, you can. You can once you get live TikTok shop. Let me see. You have TikTok Shop. Yeah. You can turn that shopping cart on. You can take the products out the shopping cart if you want to not make it shoppable anymore. Yeah, you can remove the products and make it back to, a regular live and using your Service Plus. I kind of flip between the two. The features are right here for me. And so TikTok shop would normally is here, but right now you see the Service Plus, the arrow, the yellow box with the arrow. So I use that to promote my services, the agency, my coaching, all that stuff. So that's what you see. Yeah. So so that's there for you all. All right, my dear friends. Let me know if there's any last minute questions. I'm gonna jump off. Try to get some dinner. Thank you so much for the roses. You said, what about mixing regular content with shoppable content? What do you mean by that in terms of on the posting side? If you're gonna do a shoppable video, I am a big proponent of having a separate page for your shop content. Yeah, for posting because the shop algorithm is gonna push that content out to shop. Um, and sometimes your regular videos don't have the same visibility. And then sometimes shop videos have poor visibility. So it just depends. So I would recommend having a separate page for TikTok shop so that you can focus on shop content. It is a volume game too. You wanna have high quality, but you also wanna have. Yes, I noticed that, yep. You wanna notice that, you wanna make sure you can put a lot of shop videos out there, so I would say separate it. That would be my recommendation. 2 separate accounts. Yep. Do I apply for Service Plus? All I do is karaoke. I would say no. Lord, I don't know if you're still in the room, but Imma say no. TikTok will say your live is more focused on entertainment. Unless you have something that is, strictly about, karaoke, in terms of how to do karaoke, how to set it up, or, it depends on what you're doing, but I would say because it's such a focus on the entertainment, Imma say don't do it. Don't do it. I thought so, no problem. Yeah, I'm gonna say no, friend. I'm laughing because we've seen that situation recently where TikTok said, "No, this is the entertainment live." So, just be careful with that. But, but yeah, just in and it once you get Service Plus, if you do get it, set it up so that, you can get in the Discord and get everything going so that, you can start leveraging Service Plus. Yeah. All right, my friends. I appreciate each and every one of y'all. Y'all are so kind. Everybody in here, thank you all for the likes, the comments, the shares, the stickers, the watching, and all the gifting. I tell you guys all the time, practice makes progress. I want you guys to be great, be successful. If you are interested in the agency, message me, use Service Plus, send me a quick message. Also, I'll pin my Service Plus. If you want services, message me the word agency if you're interested in the agency. I'm actively recruiting still. JB, I see you, friend. Thank you so much, friend. JB, you've been rocking and rolling, friend. I've been seeing you, friend. You've been doing your thing. She's done this campaign and she's gotten a nice little amount of people coming in. They're engaging. Her live is starting to have this is taking off. It's good. I see you say yes. I see you. It's late at night. No, what happens is my screen is showing the nighttime results. And so I see the results in the morning. So I don't see you per se, but I see the results. But you're doing your thing, which is awesome. Last couple nights have been really good for you. Um, thank you. Thank you, pretty girl opulence. I appreciate y'all. So definitely message me. Let me know if you have questions. I will be back tomorrow at 10 a.m. and 4 p.m. Eastern. I was like, I had to think about it. 10 and 4 Eastern, I will be back. Coach Rhonda, my task before the day ends is that I'm gonna post some clips from our live and put on my page. So I gotta put some clips out there. So I'm gonna try to do that a little bit more often. And make sure I'm posting content that way using clips from our chat yesterday. And then I even may put a clip on the agency page too. So all right, my dear friends, I appreciate each and every one of y'all. Thank you so much. Claim your points if you haven't claimed your points for the engagement from this live so you can level up. Thank you so much. And I will be back. I didn't even intend to do a 2 hour live, but I did it. That's how quick this happens, y'all. So don't be afraid to stretch yourself. Don't be afraid. You'll be fine. You'll get used to it. It'll be great. All right. Hey, TikTok Leah. Great. My goal is to update to YT tonight. Okay, perfect. Perfect. Good night. See you later, friends. Take care. All right, bye-bye. Thank you on the YT. Look at y'all. Thank you all for the engagement. I appreciate you all. Thank you so much for being here. I will be back tomorrow, 10 and 4 a.m. 10 o'clock and I'm sorry, 10 a.m. and 4 p.m. Eastern. I will see y'all later. Thank you so much for all the support.